Welcome into the Conejo Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network on a lovely Sunday from San Luis Obispo. It's Jordan Brenner and Zach Engberg on the call for the Oaks and Blues. And Zach, the Blues and Oaks have featured their fair share of good matchups this season. The Oaks are 1-2 against the Blues this summer. They lost the first matchup last Sunday, 2-1, right here in San Luis Obispo. They lost the next game. These two faced off in that one at Sparky Anderson, 6-5. And then on the 26th, these two teams met up, and the Oaks finally got a 2-0 win in that final contest. They need a win today. Zach, bottom spot in the CCL division. They are 3.5 games back of a playoff spot. They're chasing a number of teams, but primarily the Orange County Riptide. They sit at 8-12 overall and 6-12 in league, and they play a San Luis Obispo team that has been faltering of late. 4 straight losses. Their game yesterday suspended heading into the 10th inning. That game tied at 3. This isn't the same San Luis Obispo team we saw a week ago, but still, Zach, important to realize that this team can hit. Ryan Cole setting the table, hitting .357, 6th in the CCL, and they got plenty of arms in that bullpen. It's always a tough task here at Sinsheimer Stadium. Today's no exception.
Well, last night we saw a shootout, 15-10 against the Saints, and with that Arroyo Seco offense, they just keep coming. A 7-run inning, a 4-run inning. It always seemed like no matter what the Oaks produced from the batter's box, it didn't matter because the Saints would counter on the other side. The Blues, on the other hand, not as dominant in offense. They've actually been one of the worst offenses in the CCL this season, but on the flip side, they have great starting pitching. And with Travis Weston on the mound, Jordan, that can almost guarantee for the Oaks that they're going to have an opportunity only, to take a lead early in the game, and then if they can just hold on to a lead, which has been their issue, and get a good performance in their bullpen, they might be able to come out with a win.
San Luis Obispo as a team hitting .268, holding their opponents to an abysmal .207 average. Conejo on the summer, one of the worst hitting teams in the CCL, hitting .236 as a team and allowing their opponents to hit .280 against them. Not a good sign. San Luis Obispo is wearing their white jerseys with pinstripes all over the place, black numbers on the front and back. And if you can look on the field, you'll see a mascot, a bear, throwing out the first pitch. The Oaks are wearing their navy blue uniforms, their road tops, and gray road bottoms with high navy blue socks and blue caps with the white CO on the bill of them. Oaks lineup looks like this in the leadoff. The hitting today in the top of the first. Justin Ammons is in center field. Hitting first, Will Pickett's at third base. Hitting second, Nico Lima, power hitting left fielder, hitting third. Jacob Castro behind him and playing catcher. Gabe Baldovino back at the number 5 spot in the order for the 3rd consecutive day. Ryan Yamashiro occupies first base, and he's batting 6th. Raul Sandoval, 7th, playing right field. Ramon Gomez, 8th. He's DHing. And Tyler Odekirk, the shortstop for the Oaks today. We'll get another look at Travis Weston today. He went last Sunday against the Blues and just torched them. We'll get more on that in a second. The Blues field looks like this. Ford Sherrington's in left field. Ryan Cole in center. Brett Harris in right field. Nick Hansen at first. Tyson Corio, the second baseman. Ruben Mercado at shortstop, and Duke Pahukoa is at third. Miles Emerson is doing the catching for Andrew Alvarez, the starting pitcher. Should be a good game, Zach, and I think yesterday's game, though the Oaks lost 15-10, there were certainly some good signs in that ball game. The Oaks were down 5-0 after 2 innings, and they fought their way back. They put up 10 runs against a pretty good rotation. Ultimately, it was a 7-run 4th inning for San Luis Obispo.
All 7 runs coming before the Oaks are able to record an out as well.
Yeah, that came against Aiden Dolan, unable to record an out in that inning. You take that frame out, the Oaks are right there, and they probably win that ball game The bats were hot. They got to feel pretty good about their offense heading into today's game.
Well, that's been the difficult thing is all season it feels like you look at 9 out of 10 games, they would have won that game if you take away one inning, whether that's the top of the 9th or yesterday the bottom of the 4th. Several 7-run innings. It happened against the Riptide. It happened against the Saints, 5-run innings. But they can also do it on the flip side, and we've seen them get hot. And another bright spot was Guillermo Pinedo, who went 3 innings, only a few hits, no runs. That is nice to see, especially with the limited success from the bullpen arms this season that Coach Lees has had to use.
No doubt about it. Last Sunday, we saw Travis Weston have one of his best starts of the summer. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and he struck out 4 Blues batters. Can't wait to see him take the hill in the bottom of the 1st inning. We're going to pause briefly as we ready for the national anthem from San Luis Obispo and Sinsheimer Stadium. And when we come back, the first pitch on the Conejo Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.